What up, what up? Welcome back to another edition of So You're Interested In, the show where I break down an artist's discography in order to give you the best possible jumping off point in order to get into them. And this week we'll be looking at the legendary rapper Denzel Curry. Raised in Carol City, Florida, this young MC has made a name for himself when he released his mega hit song Ultimate off of his debut EP 32 Zell Planet Shrooms in 2015. Since then, he has put out great project after great project, solidifying himself as one of the most fascinating rappers in the current scene. As always, I'll be going over 2 albums and 3 individual tracks that I think you should be listening to if you want to get into Denzel Curry. Let's kick things off some albums. The first Denzel Curry album you should be listening to is his 2016 record, Imperial. On Imperial, Denzel shows off his unique style of southern rap mixed in with his SoundCloud roots. On the opening track, ULT, he sends out a verbal assault on all those who are not ULT, which, according to Curry, can have a lot of different meanings, including unity, love, trust, and utilizing limitless talent. Aside from this song being a great look into Denzel's philosophies, it also just has a kick-ass chorus. Next, you should listen to Naughty Head featuring Rick Ross. The lyrics of this track are focused on Curry's upbringing in Carol City, Florida, all over this spacey trap beat. Rick Ross being featured is not only an added bonus for the listener, but it's also meaningful for Denzel as they did both grow up in Carol City. Finally, you need to listen to Story, No Title. The beat on this one is so simple and so sparse, but Denzel is able to breathe life into the empty spaces. He's angry, proud, and relentless, calling out all of his contemporaries in the rap game. All in all, Imperial is a fantastic way to understand who Denzel Curry is both as a person as well as a rapper. Next up, you should give Denzel's 2018 release, Taboo, a listen. This record was so interesting upon its release, as Denzel decided to release this album initially as 3 different LPs, all released at different times. But when fully formed, you would get Taboo. Kinda like taking those Yu-Gi-Oh cards and putting all the pieces together to make Exodia, except with rat. Anyway, the first track you should be listening to from this record is Black Balloons featuring 12 and Gold Link. This song gives off serious Mac Miller vibes as it takes a much more melodic approach to rapping as well as a sing-along chorus. After that, you need to listen to Switch It Up. This is a much more cut and dry hip-hop track that bounces along and incites riots. The song bangs back and forth as Denzel's swagger completely coats the entire song. And finally, you need to listen to Clout Cobain. With a heavy influence set in emo rap, this song slowly crawls along as Denzel weighs the importance of his popularity and clout. This is by no means my favorite Denzel Curry song, but it is still an absolutely necessary listen to better understand both his music and his persona. Taboo is the album that launched Denzel into his new creative ventures, and this works as a perfect vessel for brand new introductory fans. It's track time. The first track to listen to from Curry is Envy Me, which comes off of his 2015 debut record, 32 Zell. This song does not hold as much substance as many of his other tracks do in later years, but it is still a fantastic look into who Denzel is and how much he has grown musically. Envy Me acts as a great single, one that would do wonders on the radio airwaves due to its friendly beat and lethargic vocals in the chorus. Curry's verses are no joke either, as he lays down some of his greatest lines early on. It's no ultimate, but it is still a worthwhile listen. The next song to listen to is Ricky, off of his 2019 album, Zoo. This heavy-hitting song is actually dedicated to Curry's father, Ricky. It serves as a way for Denzel to thank his parents on how they raised him, teaching him how to survive in the streets of Carol City, as well as all these survival techniques being used in his new rap life. It's also worth noting how incredible this beat is. F&Z knock it out of the park. Ricky is more than worth your time when you're trying to dig into Denzel's discography. Finally, you need to listen to Layup from Curry's most recent release, a collab album with producer Kenny Beats called Unlocked. I actually had to rewrite this episode once Unlocked was released because, well, it was a surprise release and nobody saw it coming. But even with Layup's short duration of under 2 minutes, it still packs such a heavy punch as Kenny Beats brings out the absolute best in Denzel Curry's style. The entire record is worth a listen, but if I had to help you dip your toes in the water with just one song, it definitely has to be Layup. So that's all that I have for you this week on Denzel Curry. Are you already a Denzel Curry fan? Did I miss your favorite song or album? Leave a comment below and let me know. Or if you've been meaning to get into Denzel Curry and just really never got around to it and didn't know where to start, Leave a comment below if you watched this video and then checked out some of the tracks and albums that I suggested. Speaking of suggestions, if you have any suggestions for artists that you would like to see covered here, maybe it's one that you're a big fan of, or someone that you know absolutely nothing about, let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely get to work on that. Anyway, please subscribe. I've got videos just like this dropping every Wednesday, as well as video history essays on Fridays, and a couple other shows are kind of in the works right now. Anyway, that's all that I have. Until next time, happy listening.